When you live in a rural area like we do, you have a hard time trying to find internet that's going to provide you with enough bandwidth and actually be reliable. So what do? Well, come along with me. My name is Eric with Easy Peasy Ranch. Let's figure it out. So where we live, you have one real option, and that is through our co-op. It's their internet service. It's pretty slow from what I've heard. It's also DSL, which again, super slow. The other option you have is doing cellular internet through Verizon or T-Mobile or something like that. But at the same time, what happens if the towers go down? We just had the fires. Hopefully they're going to be out soon, but if the towers go down because of the fires, we won't have any connection. So that doesn't help us because we're not able to call anybody, but at the same time, we're not able to send out an email or an iMessage or something like that in order to communicate. That only leaves one option, and that's satellite internet. And you could probably already guess where this is going, but we're using Starlink. So what Starlink do we have? Well, we have the Starlink V3. It's worked really well for us so far. I installed it back in May when we first moved here, and it's been awesome. I don't have any complaints about it. Is it a little slow with the uploads? Yeah, but you're looking at a system that is relatively new in hindsight. So let's look at our speeds. So I'm going to open up the Starlink app here, and we're going to go through this. That is actually the best download speed I've seen with this system. Typically we're hovering around 150-ish. For upload speed, that is actually the best that I've seen as well. So it's 18.9 megabits a second. That's pretty good, all things considered. So how easy is it to set up? It's horrible. No, it's the easiest thing I've ever had to set up. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to go into your obstructions, and you're going to hit check for obstructions. You're going to hit confirm on your standard kit. It says find an open area and scan the sky. Next, once you pick where you're going to put it and you check out the sky itself and where you're kind of pointing to, it'll show up with this. So it's going to show you whether or not you have obstructions. Blue is clear view, and then red is obstructions. As you can see here, on the west facing side, I have a dot of obstruction. Now what that could be, I have no idea, but you know, it is what it is. Other than that, I have a full clear view of the sky. So have I noticed any problems at all? The latency gets kind of bad right around 4-ish in the morning where we are. For whatever reason, it's really quick too. It lasts about 3 to 5 minutes at the most. Other than that, it's really fast. We have our security system on it, we have our TVs on it, we have my computers on it, we have our phones on it. Anything tech that relies on internet to operate, it works totally fine. The network is not bottlenecking at all, it's just operating the way it needs to. So would I recommend it for somebody that lives in a normal neighborhood where you have internet that is provided by Frontier or another company like that? Yes and no. Yes, because if Frontier service were to go down or cell service were to go down or something like that, you don't have any way of connecting with anybody. Now, you have to factor in the cost. So 120 bucks a month plus the cost of equipment, which is $5.99 at the initial setup of this thing. And I know that Costco will sometimes have deals that you need to consider as well. For someone that lives in a rural area like where we live, I recommend it 100%. Just make sure you have a clear view of the sky. If you have trees in the way, cut them back, but you will have internet all the time. It doesn't drop out. It's not like Skynet or any of the other types of internet services that are available. So there you have it. If you're in a rural area, you need internet, and you don't want to rely on cell towers, you don't want to rely on slow DSL, I highly recommend Starlink to anybody. It's probably the fastest internet that you're going to get out in these areas in relation to satellite internet. So there you have it. Here's our video and quick review over our Starlink system that we are currently using on our home. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Let me know what internet services you're using in the comments below. We'll be talking soon. This is Eric with Easy Peasy Ranch. We'll see you soon. Take care.